Chapter 7, Studying Birds. We see many birds around us. They are one of the most beautiful and colorful animals on earth. Birds have a light body and special body parts called wings which help them to fly. They have claws and beaks which help them to catch food and build nests. How do birds fly? A bird's body structure helps it to fly. A bird's body is boat shaped. This helps it to cut through the air easily. It has light and hollow bones. This makes its body very light, which is good for flying. A bird has wings instead of arms. The wings are joined to its body with very strong muscles. The muscles help the wings to fly up and down. Its tail helps it to change direction while flying. Flight of birds. Birds have wings that help them fly. The wings of a bird make two movements, namely the upstroke and downstroke. In upstroke, the wings are thrown upward and backward, while in downstroke, the wings are pushed downward and forward. Feathers of birds. A bird's body is covered with feathers. Feathers keep a bird warm. They also help the bird to fly. A bird has three main types of feathers. 1. Contour feathers. These are small, stiff feathers that cover the outermost part of a bird's body. They provide the bird its shape and color. 2. Down feathers. These small fluffy feathers keep a bird's body warm. 3. Flight feathers. These long flat feathers on the wings and tail help a bird to fly. Different kinds of beaks. Different birds have different kinds of beaks depending upon the food they eat. Strong, sharp and hooked beak. Flesh-eating birds like eagles, vultures and hawks have strong, sharp and hooked beaks that help them to tear flesh. They are called the birds of prey. Short, hard and horny beak birds such as sparrows, peacocks, pigeons and robins eat nuts and seeds. These birds have short, hard and horny beaks to crush grains and seeds. Curved beak. A parrot has a curved beak. This helps it to crack nuts and bite at hard fruits. Strong and chisel-shaped beak. Some birds such as the woodpecker and hoopoe have strong chisel-shaped beaks. These beaks help them to poke holes into hard tree trunks and pull out insects from holes. Broad and short beak birds such as swallow have broad and short beaks. Its beak is sticky inside. The bird moves round and round in the air with its beak open. Tiny flying insects get stuck inside. Broad and flat big birds like ducks, geese and cranes have broad and flat beaks with holes on either side. These birds take in muddy water with insects, worms and plants. The muddy water flows out through these holes, leaving the plants and insects inside the beak. Feet and claws. Most of the birds have 2 feet with 4 clawed toes. Feet help them to stand and walk. Shape and structure of the claws depend on the habitat and the feeding habit of the birds. The claws help them in balancing, walking, swimming and wading in water and catching the prey. Flesh-eating birds. Hawks and eagles are some flesh-eating birds. They have strong and sharp claws called talons. These help them to catch live prey like toads, rats and small birds. Perching birds. Perching birds such as crows, pigeons, parrots and sparrows use their feet to hold on to tree branches and sit on them. Scratching birds. Birds like hens have sharp claws to dig the ground, to bring out insects and buried seeds. They have strong legs with 3 toes in front and 1 toe at the back. Climbing birds. Climbing birds such as the woodpecker have 2 toes pointing in the upward direction and 2 toes in the downward direction. This helps these birds to climb up and hold on to the trees. Swimming birds. Water birds have webbed feet. They have 3 toes in front and 1 toe at the back. The 3 front toes are joined by skin which is called a web. The skin helps them to push water back while swimming. Wading birds. Birds like cranes and herons have long legs with spread out toes. Their legs and toes help them to wade through soft muddy ground near water to catch fish. Nesting habits. A bird's home is called nest. Birds build nest using different kinds of things like leaves, straws, twigs, wool, cotton, and thread. Birds take care to build their nest in place safe from enemies and bad weather. We can see birds' nests on trees, on building terraces, and even on ceiling fans. Birds keep their young ones safe and warm in the nest. Let us see how birds make their nests. The tailor bird. The tailor bird makes its nest by sewing 2 or 3 large leaves. It uses its beak as needle and bits of wool, grass or spider's web as thread. The weaver bird. The weaver bird uses its beak to weave pieces of leaves, grass or twigs together to build a beautiful nest. The nest has a tunnel-like opening at the bottom through which the bird enters its home. The eagle. An eagle makes its nest on a tall tree or in any high place. The bird puts together a few sticks to form a shallow cup. The woodpecker. The woodpecker uses its beak to peck into tree trunks and make a hole for a nest. To make its nest cozy, it lines the hole with chips of wood. The penguins use pebbles to make nests. Their nests are on the ground. The partridges make a shallow hole in the ground which is surrounded by tall grass. It lines the hole with grass and leaves to make it cozy. Care of the young birds lays their eggs in the nest. Once the eggs are laid, they have to be kept warm. This is mostly done by the mother bird who sits on the eggs most of the time. The father bird keeps watch and also brings food for the mother bird. The baby bird keeps growing inside the egg and uses the yolk as its food. When it is big enough, the young birds come out cracking the eggs. This is called hatching. The parents feed the baby birds and look after them.